Greetings YouTube and welcome back to my channel. You may remember the old 2005 Triumph Bonneville that I've borrowed on occasion from my partner, most recently for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride an episode or two ago. Well, my partner's in the process of getting her test sorted. She's passed her theory test now and is getting some training, and she's not too comfortable on the old Bonnie because she finds it a bit high and it's a bit top heavy for her. And then we were in our local Triumph dealership a week or so ago and happened to have a look at a Bonneville Speedmaster, which was a new Icon edition, which we weren't interested in, but it looked like it was really comfortable, the right sort of height, right sort of weight, everything sort of ticked the box, like the riding position with the wide bars and the forward controls. And it turns out that there's a used one over in Wellingborough, at Pure Triumph Wellingborough, which I'm going to have a look at today. My partner's already been to look at it, she likes it. I'm going to take it out and see what we think, and then we'll make a decision from there. So today may well be one of those fantastic bike shopping days. Let's have it! I've never been to Pure Triumph at Wellingborough before, and it's always nice to come to a new dealership and have a look around. They were very nice and very kind to my partner yesterday when she was in, which is good. The bike that we're going to look at has been fitted with mid controls and it's had the forward controls removed. Now my partner thinks that she would probably prefer the forwards on it, so the bike does come with the forward controls, and they have said that they will fit them and give us the mids to take away should we decide we want the bike. Thank you. So it will be hiding somewhere for me to take out. I'm a little bit early, they were expecting me a couple of hours later, but I'm sure we'll work it out. Okay, so here it is. It's a 2021 Speedmaster, which is basically a Bonneville but with a lower seat, forward controls. This has had the mids fitted, as I mentioned, and a sort of a different riding position altogether, really. The very nice lady has just gone through it. Also, turn it on there, press down on the rocker switch, clutch in. There we go, we're in neutral. This is fuel injected, unlike our 2005. So no faffing around with chokes or anything like that, which is what my partner is interested in having. She doesn't want it to be fussy or fiddly in any way, shape or form. So the forward controls are going to take my feet out to about there. They already feel slightly forward as it is, to be honest. It's not like that. My knees are very, very bent and they're tucked. My feet are tucked underneath me. It's quite a relaxed riding position as it is. Very much a cruiser. I suppose you'd call it a retro cruiser. So this is certainly not a review or anything like that. It's just, again, taking your long whilst part of our everyday motorcycle life is being lived out. But I will flash a few specs up on the screen just in case anybody out there is interested in buying one of these and wants to know a bit more about them. Other than the fact it's a Triumph Bonneville Speedmaster, I don't know anything about it particularly. Right, let's park up and have a look round. It's certainly comfortable. It's a nice riding position. Seat's very soft, hugging my backside. Nice positive neutral. Well, I like it so far. It's obviously very retro, very Triumph, and very similar to the old Bonnie that we've got at home, albeit much smoother. And I would say a bit more comfortable as well. That seat, where it feels like it's hugging my backside, was very comfortable. I like that a lot. This will have better lights than the 2005, which has candles. This is LED, presumably, I would think. And as I mentioned earlier, what they said they would do is put the forwards back on, which is going to bring them to here somewhere. But it's not actually tucked right underneath you anyway, to be honest. Lots of chrome to polish. I bet that'd be my job. It's a nice bike, I like it. Right, well, I don't think there's anything not to like here. This is all lovely. So let's get it started again. I think these are good for about 58 miles to the gallon. As I said, I'd flash up the information on the screen, but that's pretty reasonable, isn't it, I think? And usually think ABS light will go out once I get above 5 miles an hour. Still got the stickers on the tank, and this bike's less than 2,000 miles on the clock. It's, if I scroll through the information, 1,918 miles, of which I've probably just put about 4 or 5 on. So it's not seen a lot of use, which is why it's in very good condition. And I would imagine if my partner does decide she wants to go for it, it will mean a couple of things. There will be 2 Bonnevilles in the family, because I think we'll probably hang on to the old one we've got. And this one won't see a huge increase in mileage, I'm sure. I don't think she'll be doing massive tours with me, but I'm hoping we'll have some very, very pleasant rides together. Perhaps a bit closer to home, or maybe even trailering the bikes somewhere and then riding whilst away. I don't know, we'll see. There's a world of possibilities ahead of us. But this would be a very nice beast to do it on. Much, much smoother than our old 2005 Bonneville, which is carburetted, but this is fuel injection. And forever having to fiddle with the choke for the first, I don't know, 15 minutes probably after starting up the old one. But then it's not like a really old one where you're tickling carbs and doing all that stuff. You know, it's an evolution of progress. See how it goes. Oh, it accelerates nicely, getting blown about. Used to be tucked behind the screen on my bike. Good amount of stopping power as well. I didn't look to see what the brand of brakes are. Possibly Triumph Zone, I don't know. The suspension is also pretty good, given that it's like a pretend looking hardtail like the Harleys do, with the monoshock hidden under the seat. It's comfortable. Yeah, what's not to like, I say. Cool, so what I'm going to do is go in, have a chat with the lady, and then have a chat with my partner and see what she wants to do. Right, we've got some talking to do and some thinking to do, but I really like that bike. I think that's really nice. Anyway, watch this space and see if this becomes part of the two-wheel dreamer family, along with the other Bonneville, the GSA, and the DR600 bits and pieces. I hope you liked today's episode. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.